You should invest in coaching, invest in yourself through my coaching because it is an asset. You shouldn't cheap out. A liability is like a boot camp and other Daygame coaches courses, which doesn't work is a liability. And especially white dating coaches. A liability takes money out of your pocket. I can save you time and money and get you constant results as I've been posting. And people just don't seem to care. The more late testimonials I post, I could barely even get 100 views last time. That's why I didn't post as many. But a liability takes money out of your pocket and time. I'm here to save you time and get you results. They're here to take your money and make you worship, like white dating coaches. You have to worship them because you assume that they're white. They must be good. That's what you assume is like auto assumptions. That's not the case. And I've been talking to my black student. He phoned me today in the morning since he has 76 lays under my coaching. So my black student is now a dating coach. So we compared notes. It seems like a lot of people are going towards white dating coaches. That's a liability. That takes money out of your pocket. An asset puts money in your pocket. That's the problem. See, that person drops off to hear white dating coach gone. And I found out that they're making half of what they're making, which is around 5K a month now. They used to make 10,000. I used to make that. So a month, that's fucked up because when we compared notes, he contacted a lot of people to look for clients and they're poor. And I told him they're all going towards white dating coaches. And he's like, maybe he should use a white dating coach or not a white person, not a dating coach to be the face of his company. And then he teaches it on the back end. I was like, not a bad idea. That's a liability. That takes money out of your pocket. And there's certain white dating coaches that are making more than 6 figures a month. They have a huge team. And of course, they have to split among themselves. If they made $1 million or something a year, they still have to split among 7 people. They still got to pay their staff. I have staff now, or I have an assistant. I hired an assistant to help me get more stuff done. But let's get right to the point. I'm here to make you save money and not make you worship. Because if I have the most laid testimonials, why shouldn't everyone just come to me? Only one coach teaches 99% of the audience because they need to worship. And like Warren Buffett said, because this is good mindset, we simply attempt to be fearful when others are greedy and to be greedy when others are fearful. So right now, other people are fearful to take coaching. They're fearful as what Warren Buffett said. We simply attempt to be fearful when others are greedy. He's talking about his company, and to be greedy when others are fearful. So right now, you should be greedy and consider investing in coaching. And for me, and without boot camp, I can get you late. As I've been posting more video testimonials and people just seem to turn off. So I don't have money for that. But here's the thing, as I was discussing it with my black student, who is now a dating coach, I've noticed even for him, as he tries to do cold outreach, lots of people don't have a lot of money, but this is the best time to invest. So we made a conclusion. It makes no sense to focus on people that have no money right now. And I told him about the inflation. He didn't believe me at first. I told him more about the inflation and stuff like that. And now he's like, oh, it makes sense. People have become more delusional. The food costs more money and the cost of living is high. And he's like, John, get the fuck out of Vancouver. Every time he sees the news, he's like, Vancouver is super expensive, right? It's true. When you look at $6 for bread and over $20 just for a McDonald's meal, you start to think to yourself, maybe there's something wrong. That means not everyone can be saved. There are many types of students. For example, level 1 students, when I told him, we'll never spend more than $50 to $100 on coaching. The people that he was talking to, and he's like, oh, is that right? It makes perfect sense. It's like, yeah, it makes perfect sense. And level 2. So basically level 1 is what they, you guys seen a lot of videos talking about the sewer rats. It's not to insult people. It's just sewer rats will not last a long time. They don't have a lot of money. Whenever they see the video testimonials, they'll come here and they, John, I want to have a conversation with you. Hey, this is my dreams and aspirations, John. I want to get married one day. I want to have this. It's like, okay, that's level 1. They're not going to invest in themselves. Level 2 is different. They're not sewer rats. They're like horses. You can lead a horse to water, but you cannot make them drink. Basically, they already invested $1,000. And like my white student, he's already gotten like 4 lays. Italian student got 5 lays right now in 2024. The more video testimonials that I post, the more people ignores it because they're all going to a boot camp, which they think is an asset. Oh, if he's white, then he must be good. That's where all the money's flowing. But like the black student who's now a dating coach is telling me that the team that he works with, they're making half the money. They're making 5K a month now compared to before making 10K, which is what I made, the same as white dating coaches before. They're making less. And all the other boot camps are being filled like crazy. That's number 3 because boot camps cost more money than $1,000. So level 3 type of students are called sheeps. They have to worship to be in a boot camp because they're sheeps. So we got sewer rats, level 1, level 2 is horses, level 3 is sheeps. If they don't worship, they will not go to a boot camp. You have to ask yourself, if Johnny Elite has the most Daygame lay testimonials and nobody has this much, and in 2024, month after month, I got more than anybody, why are they going to the boot camps? Why not to go to Johnny Elite? Because you got to invest in yourself. There's many reasons for that. Perhaps they believe that if they take a boot camp, it's faster, it's easier, and they go to these white dating coaches slaughterhouse, these sheeps, right there, and they're getting fattened up like sheeps. The more they consume the white dating coaches content, and they don't have any late testimonials for day games. Oh, Tinder or something else, a night game. Never ever a day game. This year, there's not one single late testimonial for white dating coaches. You got these older guys who preys on older men, these old mystery method style systems. They'll prey on older men because older men at least have some income, or even if they're retired. 2 of my students are retired, by the way. The white student who just got 4 lays, he's retired. He's forced into an early retirement. He's in his mid-30s. The Jewish student has already retired. He's 42 years old. So So it seems like these older people are willing to invest in themselves. But like the white student who got 4 lays, he'll never invest a penny more than $1,000. This is what they call the horses. You can lead a horse to water, but not make them drink. And that's the thing. Like Warren Buffett said, that this is the best time to invest. This is the best time. His quote says, "We simply attempt to be fearful when others are greedy." That means when the economy is great, they are fearful. They don't invest as much. But when others are greedy, that's when you have to be fearful. So basically what he's trying to say is that he always invests at a time in Warren Buffett's idea. He does not see the recession as a bad thing or inflation. In fact, his mentality is very different. His mentality is very, very different. He always believes that when you invest in something, hey, what's up, Adster? That the best time to do it is when there's a recession, because he believes everything's on sale. Not because it's on sale, because he could buy properties, he can buy stocks for like a fraction of the price. Right now, you should be investing. And Adster, I talked to my other black student who became a dating coach, and he's already outreached to a lot of people. And it seems like white dating coaches are making 5K versus 10K, what I used to make. And that's kind of fucked up. They're making half the money and they get 0 lay testimonials. I was talking to my black student, hey, did you see any of your coaches on that team that you're a part of? He's not like working with them, but indirectly they know each other. He's like, no, nobody's getting a student late, but they're all going to the white coaches. He called them lazy. They're just collecting the money. They don't do anything. They're just white and they have white plausibility. And you're investing. That's a liability. Liability takes money out of your pocket. It takes time away. And I think this is the problem, because you guys all think there's a golden ticket. If you invest in boot camps and white dating coaches, this is your last hope. And the worst thing is when the minorities do that. When the minorities think it's a golden ticket and they get burnt, that's in liability. You need to invest in assets. See, everybody just left right now. I went to 0 views when I told them that. They can't understand it. I know it sounds crazy because, you think, oh, if the white dating coaches can do it, you can do it. They're just getting some ugly women, and whatever women they get are from Tinder. And then they stand next to her and then it's like, oh yeah, you want to be my video. They're not, they're not even good at cold approach. Or they cheap out, for these level 1 sewer rats. They dabble. So even if you try to give them a $7 product, you try to make a book or $50 book, the sewer rats will never get upsold. It's a waste of time. This only works in certain industries if you're doing an essential business. They don't think it's essential, which is the most essential, because I teach social skills and social calibrations. They don't understand that. The sewer rats. This is Ruben, the sewer rat. That's why I'm named. Hey Ruben, what's up? That's why they call him Amazon when I buy it. His name is Ruben. So from now on, I'm going to call him Ruben the sewer rat. Don't be like Ruben. Ruben is cheap. Ruben only looks at liabilities, and only the rat trap, the bait, is white plausibility or boot camps and brainwashing. And they always end up in the rat trap. You know what? I should get one of these rat traps, clean it up, and then try to snap him into it just to make my point. Ruben, the sewer rat, will always go towards liability. Do not be like Ruben. Ruben, hell no. Hell fucking no. So while you're thinking it's important to worship or invest in boot camps, which is not true, because I already got students like 4 or 5 lays right now. The black student has 76 lays under my coaching. 76. It's actually, 73, but he has 63 or something with my coaching. But he stopped coaching with me. Now he's a dating coach. But it stopped at 63. Was that an investment? Yes. He was smart. He knew Johnny Leeds, the world's best day game coach. Why not learn from him? And he's another person that can get people late. He teaches night game. He does not teach day game. He's not directly a competitor to mine, so it doesn't affect me. But like I said, he knows that what's going on behind the scenes with other dating coaches. And he's telling me there's a team of them in Germany making $1 million a year, but they had to divide by 7 people. That's why I told him. That's a liability. But here's the thing. The reason why I'm not roasting those white dating coaches, even though they're 10 out of 10 in looks, the reason why I'm not roasting them is very simple. They never advertise that they'll get you late. They only advertise to get you more dates. So the people that are dumb enough to fall for that, that's a liability. If they're dumb enough to fall for that, they deserve to be scammed. That's how white dating coaches are, because they think the white dating coaches are the same as the blue pill or the naturals. But the white dating coaches have a sociopath eyes. They're a different breed. It's almost like they're a sociopath, autistic person who is using zombie tactics. And then when they teach other people that, it never works with their mystery method like tactics anymore during inflation. They're kind of fucked up. So does this make sense? I'm going to share with you 3 secrets today that's going to revolutionize the way you understand about betting the farm and winning, with my coaching, going all in without a fucking bootcamp. So I'm Johnny Lee. I'm the world's best day game coach. When I say it, right, there's actually power behind the words. When I say I'm the world's best day game coach, everyone will say they're the best, but nobody has the best student results. I have 16 times the amount of late testimonials in their boot camps or bench camps. 16 times every single month I have late testimonials. I posted a couple. Nobody cared. I could barely even get 100 views for the Jewish student. I was going to post the other 3 in March. Right now it's April, but these guys got laid in March. Nobody gave a fuck. That's an asset right there. You invest in me, you'll get laid. So you're saving money. Oh, sewer rats are leaving. But if you waste it on white dating coaches or other boot camps because you think it's easier, that's a liability. So as I was saying, what's level 1, level 2, level 3 students? Level 1, the sewer rat would spend the minimum they can. They won't even use the Skype of their Elite 30. They're delusional and do-it-yourself type, getting stuck. Level 2 are the horses. You can lead the horse to water, but beyond 1K and spending with you, even with 4 lays, they'll never spend a dime more. They will have lower self-esteem. They don't want to put in more money in. It's like ads, right? If ads are working and you're getting traction, you should double down. And they get like, you put in 1, you get 2 out. Then when you get that 2, you put that 2 in, you get 4 out. You put that 4 in, you get 16 out. Does that make sense? Until it doesn't work. But my stuff keeps working. You got to invest in yourself. If it's working, you double down. You put in a bigger bet. bet. That's the horses. And level 3 is different. Level 3 is the sheeps. The sheeps will spend any amount of money worshipping a dating coach. It's like mini cults. Have you ever noticed when a dating coach has like sociopathic eyes, to always manipulate you into a boot camp every single time? There's no choice. You have to be in the boot camp. Have you noticed that? Every single white dating coaches with a sociopath eyes, boot camp, or other dating coaches that are sociopath, intense eyes, boot camp, you're brainwashed. You make assumptions because you have no social skills and social calibrations of your own. Because you have no social skills, no social calibrations, you automatically will go to them. You see that? You automatically go to a white dating coach or other boot camps right now. The boot camps are making money hands over fist right now. They're making so much fucking money. The fucking sheeps are flocking towards the boot camps like crazy. I should, maybe I should buy like a little sheep, a little horse, and here's Ruben the sewer rat. Level 1, level 2, level 3. I think I have a sheep somewhere. I have to find it. It has RSD on its forehead. That was when I was with my old roommate, and I bought like a little sheep thing. I'm gonna see if I can find it somewhere. I didn't throw it away. But you see the point. They have different mentalities. This is why you need to invest in yourself. And lots of people are just quitting. They're so depressed that they're quitting. Like, what the fuck? So that's the thing. Level 2 will not spend more than 1K. It doesn't matter because they need to have higher self-esteem to rebet on themselves. They already got laid 4 times here. If you got laid 4 times, then you should put in more money and get laid like fucking 10 times. If the solution is here. Like, they took a boot camp before. They were a sheep and they got no results whatsoever from the boot camps. For my white student, during the boot camp, he had no results. He comes here, his 4 lays. Now he's a fuck buddy. He's like 2 fuck buddies, 4 lays. What the fuck? What the fuck? So bet on yourself. One coach, me, for Daygame, has all the lay testimonials and only one so far right now at this point for 2024. Then pay me one more. Put everything you can afford into it. Emotionally invest and take a risk. Roll the dice. You're not gambling here. You're paying. It's like an ad. You put the money in there, you already get a return on your investment. You get laid quickly. And then guess what? You double it up again. Then you get a return on investment. That's simple. So stop dabbling or half-assing like a poor sewer rat. Because those who invest, they emotionally invest. I'll say this again. Those who invest, emotionally invest. That means you will not take any action until you actually do it. So where the fuck are you guys, right? On YouTube Live. Poor sewer rats. Right? All right. Until you invest, you don't emotionally invest. Because sewer rats are cheap people who does the minimum and pays the minimum. And that's a funny thing because one virgin student, he got Elite Bundle 1, okay? He really just wanted to do the minimum. So he invested something at least at the time. And then he said to me, I got 5 Skypes, bro. I got 5 Skypes. You can't argue with them. You can't argue with them when they have mental rabies, which I talk about in my last videos. They're delusional and keeps doing it themselves. So I'm going to share with you 3 secrets why you should bet on yourself. Only one coach, which is me. Because if one guy has all the late testimonials, and I'm going to have to post a screenshot. Sometimes you notice I post the screenshot version first or sometimes I just show the screenshot of the lays and I don't post the video testimonial because I don't want to throw them all into a dumpster fire. Because if I post all that stuff, people ignore it. Just like the Jewish testimonial, they can literally ignore. The sewer rat can literally ignore every single lay testimonials. They can ignore 6 in a row and think you're crazy because they have no money. I don't want to work with people that have no money. So I'm going to change the business. But the ones who are level 2, which is like the horses that you can lead to water but not make them drink, I want to teach the horses. I want to teach the sheep, the level 3 that's going to boot camps. Ex-boot camp victims, the boot camp junkies. Are you a boot camp junkie who got stuck? That's the thing. Only one person's here. So if I'm the only one that has 2024, I'm not talking about 2023, that's easy to get, or 2022 stuff, posting right now for boot camp shit. These are 2024 stuff, and you don't make a distinction. If there's only one of them, then you should bet here. Like Warren Buffett said, we simply attempt to be fearful when others are greedy. So when the economy is going well and other people are just spending money like crazy, you should be fearful about investing in them. But you should be greedy right now when others are fearful. Right now, people are fearful to invest in coaching. They're fearful, but that's when you should invest. This is the best time, okay? Pay me what I'm worth and put everything that you can afford. If you can only afford Elite Bundle 2, you should do that. Right now, I'm going to remove the Elite Bundle, remove the Elite 30 Elite Playbook right now as the main offer. I'm going to remove it from the front of my site because that's just going to attract the sewer rats. I want to make my main offer, number 1, the main offer, high ticket. It's not high ticket, it's $1,000 for Elite Bundle 2. That's the good investment because I know more people are getting laid from that, and also 3MP, they're getting laid from that. 3MP has every single Daygame course in the world that I have except the boot camps. So all the secret courses, Elite 60, and also group coaching is going to be included. Mental trauma cure, text game for minority, elite access, elite, like everything. Both courses, they're all included. Kaizen, 3 months to proficiency, infill analysis. They're all included. So that's a higher ticket. That costs less than a 7-day boot camp, but it does cost money. So I want to make my main offer number 1, Elite Bundle 2. Offer number 2 is going to be 3 months to proficiency bundle. That's it. Why don't I simplify things rather than making like a bunch of courses and stuff like that, like 70 different courses like RSD? Why not, or have like a couple different of this stuff, okay? Why not just make an Elite Bundle 2 for the level 2 horses that you can lead the horse to water, not making them drink, and make one for 3MP. Everything else is just noise because all the level 1 people that can only afford Elite 30, they cannot even afford Elite 30. They're that poor. So if that's the case, why would I want to train you? I don't want to train people that are so poor, like sewer rats. Don't be like Ruben the sewer rat, right? Because Ruben the sewer rat. If you're that poor, like a sewer rat, who just want to come by it and just like, John, here's my dreams and aspirations. Let's waste more of your time. Let's get end the conversation. Oh, I don't have a job, John. But out of 4, you're 3 on PC. You're fucking delusional. I'm 10 out of 10, John. I'm 10 out of 10 in looks. You're fucking, I hear it that for the most delusional ADHD unsuccessful people, or skinny fat, they're always 10 out of 10 in looks. Always 10 out of 10. Every single one of them. What the fuck? That's how delusional people are. They're like Karen. Karens are delusional. Modern women are delusional. That's what happens with narcissistic personality disorder. They're narcissistic because they're ADHD. They don't accomplish shit. So they don't have self-esteem. So when the self-esteem goes down, ego goes up. All right? So stop half-assing it and dabbling like a sewer rat. And stop trying to be your own general of your life, like the virgin guy. He's so delusional. I can't get through to him. Nothing I say makes any sense. Bounces off his fucking brain. Like you fucked up, Alex. Start letting me be the general. Let me be the surgeon. Stop trying to do your own fucking surgery, botching everything. Are you insane? You're botching everything. Invest in yourself and go on. Don't dabble. When it's proven from my student results. Why are you resisting? Because you are delusional level 1 sewer rat, unwilling to invest in yourself. Maybe I cannot help you. Maybe I can only help the level 2. I know what you're probably thinking. There's the inflation, the high food cost, John. High food cost. High cost of living for rent. And it's so expensive over here that 2 of my roommates already left. They can't even afford to live here. I'm the only one that's living in this property right now. So everywhere I live, I always have the red backdrop. I just bring it around with me. But here, they already dropped out. I was like, fuck, what the fuck? That's how poor people are right now. And I'll show you a great way you can invest in yourself. So one student invested in himself. He got 10 fuck buddies. So 5 some 2 models and 1 model girlfriend from London. Was it worth it? Of course it was worth it. Of course. But he still stuck off mystery method afterwards. He invested in a liability. I'm the one who got him that many lays. And he's still wasting his money with white dating coaches and white plausibility. What the fuck? That's delusional sheeps. That's delusional sheep right there. But he kept winning here and just sucking off white dating coaches there. Other students who invested to get the knowledge and wisdom, they got so much results. So here's the first secret. Let's talk about level 2. Before we go into 3 things, right? I'm going to share a testimonial of the white student. For him, I know I should not share this too early because I'll spoil it. But just to know that I'm not talking out my asshole here, he's got 4 lays. And I don't know if the audio worked, but last time I tried to share it, even though I cannot hear it here, I was able to hear it in the microphone. So, let's see. Let's do it. Let's just give a preview. I know I should not spoil this stuff. Let's see. White student. Can you guys hear it? If you cannot hear it, let me know. So, 4th lay. So she's a Switzerland woman, Swiss woman.
After speaking with her day, I girl Switzerland. After speaking to I met her at the beach actually. We spent at the beach, took her to a lot of places, and having a lay the next day actually. So,
yeah, he had sex in public. That's the thing.
It's nice beach. We actually did it in the ocean. Beach actually. Oh, so it's very adventurous.
Yeah, that's the thing. If he had sex on the beach and there's other people there, you can actually get into a lot of trouble, legally speaking. So I don't recommend my white student do that.
I wanted to report what John face really accepts, and I've done camp tasks, paid a lot for it.
You see, he'll be like a level 3 sewer rat for boot camps, but only level 2. He will not spend more than $1,000 here, even though 4 fucking lays in 2024.
I got some. I didn't get angers, which is right. The lays. That's what's we're looking to achieve that. And having the training with John, I've had these results already, and it's because of John and his persistence and his commitment to all of his students. During my house, I've been many times been very distracted, very busy. John has always actually been the one to kind of bring me back, continue to motivate me to continue training.
Basically, drills, right? Habits, not tactics. That's what you're investing in, a transformation.
Drills. There's many drills.
This is why other people don't have like late testimonials. And if they do later on, it's because they're using alcohol and escalating super hard in the bedroom. Is that even legal? Of course not. They're crazy. They're sociopaths. But other white dating coaches who don't do that, they don't have any late testimonials for Daygame. People keep worshiping them.
There's trains, drills. To do his drills, and you continue to he has different qualities, continue to that and persistence, do that even on your own. That is
you don't do it on your own. He tried to do it on his own and he fucked it up. You're reinforcing bad habits.
Learning more games.
Yes.
So John, how you get for the investment you make.
That's a good word. Investment. This is what we're talking about here. It's exactly the same topic. He's trying to tell you guys something. He's trying to tell you guys something. Are you getting it? Are you getting it?
Now to men who are watching this are not happy with investment. Need to boot camp prices. Less than
yeah, boot camp prices are over $5,000 for a 7-day boot camp. Several $1,000s just for like a 3-day boot camp. You're just filling their pockets and getting no results, and then you blame yourself afterwards. And if you do luckily get results, it's because they're using alcohol in a heavy escalation.
And what you get is actually more full. So this is something that you need to confidence a man, dating life, or sex life, actually have results. How much are you willing to invest into that? It's relevant. And I would want many, many more men to be these kinds of results. I've had to be able to experience that. I know for myself, it's been a journey, and the journey continues. And I'm really grateful that I'm doing the job. And I encourage you to take this, have this value that I have. That's what I want. I want you to be able to have the same value, the same results that I've had. And there are many things that John has taught me in training him. He's taught me how to speak more slowly,
good,
deliberately,
yeah, concepts, that's a habit. It's not like he can speak like that. Normally you speak like this with a lot of syllables. What's a micropause? Hey, especially speak like this. That turns women off. The faster you speak, the more cortisol you have, the more pauses you have, the more autism you have. Because your brain cannot think because the corpus callosum issues. Right in the middle, left to right. It cannot think. So therefore, it's better to fix your speech and take your time and remove the micropauses. That's why he's trained. It's drills. When the white dating coaches are brainwashing you, oh, it's all strategy and tactic. You got to be congruent with who you are. But what if you're a fucking loser? How are you going to be congruent with that? They have no late testimonials for Daygame this year. They just have opinions as facts, and they're making money hands over fist because all the people are scattering towards these boot camps and stuff and white dating coaches.
Working on character drills, I'm not going to get into now. Many different things. Put them all together, and you're slowly going to start to see results. And I know I'm just at the beginning myself, so just keep going. Once you just get hit with John, and just know that the results will come, and just trust in that, and he's going to keep you motivated, and he's going to keep you going. So thank you, John, and I hope some of the men watching this will be motivated to finally take this plunge and invest in yourself.
Yeah.
Because how much is it worth it to you to, again, have this life, have this results for yourself? I know for me, it's priceless, really.
All right, so that proves my point that you should invest in yourself. So what's the first secret, okay? If you know that you will get results, if you do everything I say, right? So here's the new mindset. Wouldn't it be smart just to find that person with the most video testimonials for Daygame, which is me? I got 40 more, so I'm going to post all 40, maybe with screenshots at first. Every single one of them are real. I phone the students and they go live here and they tell everybody, hey, listen, all of John and Lee testimonials are real. You've seen them all. They all seen it because they seen it without it censored. Their classmates in the inner circle. Like, I want to join inner circle. You can't. I get to select who joins it. Only good people with good hearts can join. Nobody else can. Nobody else can. So having said that, go with the guy with the most video testimonials, not from expensive boot camps, but who can get people laid teaching them online. That's me. Then pay that person no matter what they ask. Sometimes you just got to find that person, that right person, and just shove their money in their face and say, how you do that, John? How does your students do that? You know, just shove the money, invest and say, fucking teach me everything you know. How is that possible? How is it possible this white student got 4 lights? How is it possible, John? How is it possible? I don't get it. But just here's the money, you know, zip your fucking mouth, take some notes, start applying the habits, transformation. How is it done, John? Then do it. Don't try to be like a level 1 sewer rat, like the virgin guy I talked about in the last video, where he tries to do everything himself. He's not like, here, John, here's the money. He's not emotionally invested. He's delusional. This is why I call it mental rabies. You know, just go to the coach with the most late testimonials and say how you do it. If they only get students late in the boot camp using alcohol and heavy escalation, and they don't have it in their Daygame courses, then they're obviously their Daygame courses are missing their conversion mechanism. People left. Extract as much as you can and apply everything until you become like my students. The big idea is somebody has the student results to back it up. Not white dating coaches for Daygame. They have zero. They're just collecting money based on your assumptions. I have endless late testimonials, month after month, year after year. This is important because it's working in one place without boot camps, which is a liability. It takes money out of your pocket and time. You know, you have to worship a coaching course for other coaches for a long time before you even consider a 7-day boot camp. Go with that person. It's not just some previous year's testimonials. I got endless for their boot camps. Oh, you're gonna get this is what you're doing. You're investing in unproven boot camps and worshiping dating coaches like a sewer rat or maybe like a sheep. Sheeps are level 3. They'll pay multiple whatever. They'll worship like a cult. So why not go here? Elite Bundle 2 and fix your problems. Follow the instructions for once and get that lay. In fact, I'll play another video testimonial just to make sure I know exactly what I'm talking about. These ones are there's too many video testimonials. I can't post them all. So here is my Italian student. This has not been posted yet. This is all in March because people are ignoring the video testimonials because they're ignoring the video testimonials. Here's the Italian student. What does he have to say?
Hello, so this is just for this I get from dating and
He fucked a Russian. This is the second Russian woman that he fucked. And she's really, really pretty. If that's a case, and they're all European women, what the fuck? Why would you need a boot camp? I think he secretly is taking like 4 or 5 boot camps. And they get no results. And he plays a numbers game and gets like 4 out of 10s before. And lots of breaks in between because of PTSD from rejections.
Yeah, since I started working with Joe, my change completely become way more natural, way without bullshit technicalities, without routines, and so.
You see that? It's not game tactics. Because if looks is out of 10, money is out of 5, status or ethnicity is out of 10, social skills, social calibrations, emotional control in game, right? 2.5 each. Game is only 2.5. That's why you're always in boot camps not getting any results for 99% of them.
Well, and the beautiful things that our own system works without having to spend thousands of dollars. Because most of all, it allows you to sleep with girls up your level without spending money, without having to do crazy shit like social circle and without.
He's talking about clout game and the social circle fucking bullshit high status game. That would never work for you. You guys are brainwashed. Unless you have a 6-figure like in your bank account, like or close to 7 figures or something like that, 6, 7 around that area. Then you can display the wealth in your Instagram. But if you don't have that, it will never work.
Routines. And yeah, so this is my 5th lay and
5, guys. This is like 2024. If he's got 5 lays and they're all stunners and they're more attractive than other dating coaches' girlfriends, what the fuck are you talking about? You mostly he's like fucking models, like fitness models, fucking Kazakh women that are very attractive. He's fucking another Russian. He fucks a Bulgarian, and now he fucks another Russian without boot camp.
I'm still convinced that like the job especially when it's too high price. I 12 like
If it's becoming more natural, then it's not like unnatural gamey game tactics. He's learning a social skill flow drill, a triangular flow drill repeated. So she talks more, he can flirt more. He's learning the right body language, the nonverbal communications. He's learning the right emotional control, how to talk slower like he's doing now. Before he talked like super fast like this, so he can barely understand what he's saying. He's clear now. Before he could barely understand what he's saying. He's going to be back this month. This month, he's going to put more time, clear out his schedule. I'm going to get him more lays this month. And you guys can watch him get his 6th, 7th, and 8th lay. He invested in himself. He's not a sheep. He's a level 3 student. He invested in mental trauma cure after he got like 2 lays, and he got 3 more lays afterwards. The Jewish student invested in mental trauma cure, got a girlfriend afterwards.
because change or the like surface labs change boot camps and just cited the boot camp. Then you go home and you get back to your level. With John training, you basically absorbs these systems and you get new habits that you bring with you with your rest of your life, so you can go out.
Yeah, he's speaking clearly. Before I could barely understand him.
Getting laid effortlessly. Like I got this laid, I'm not even doing all the approach these days.
How tall is this guy, right? You might be thinking, well, he must be tall and good looking. He's only 5'8". He's 1 inch taller than me. He's really short. 5'8". This good. 5'8".
These things like discussion or the
5'8".
this point, like when you work with John, you need the habits that stay with you. Like
Once again, just like the other white student, habits, not tactics. Habits. Habits are the secret, the neural pathways. It takes 21 days to develop new neural pathways. But these guys are getting laid in like less than 21 days. But they get a lifetime of habits, not strategy. Oh, you're gonna need to have the right strategy. As they say. No matter what they say, you're brainwashed. People are so delusional. Marketing works perfectly for tall white dating coaches. They have 0 lay testimonials, but they just have to say it, opinions as fast, and people will go towards their boot camps. They're not investing. That's a liability.
need to do like unconscious warm up, like your statistics, some
As they tell you, you need more volume. Yeah, fuck you. You need more calibration, more habits.
just for this habits is part of our side. It always go to talk to yours anytime. Like sometimes I go to gym, I go to the coffee shop, I go to the supermarket, and it just comes natural to me to take numbers, get dates without even having to go out just here. Like becomes part of your life. And
he's so natural that he can just do his normal grocery shopping, go out here, do that, and just start picking up and doing same day lays now. He doesn't have to actively schedule like, oh yeah, I'm going to spend the whole day. They get laid in 1 to 6 approaches all the time. Have you noticed that? All the lay testimonials during that day when they leveled up their habits, and you're not listening, is bouncing off your brain. What do you mean leveling up? Okay, bro. No, I don't want no fucking sewer rats. This is a level 3 student we're listening to. Level 2 was a white guy who will not spend more than 1,000.
it becomes so easy to further that it's when you learn what John teaches, you just to exist, like a place where there are ears, and you start so easily, like it is so easy to start conversations, and then through these conversations into pulse, super fucking easy, like so natural that sometimes I'm surprised, like
That's the thing though. I'm just basically teaching you guys what my Pakistani mentor does. He has perfect body language. He has perfect emotional control. He's very chilled, and he can hit with emotions very hard. That's emotional impact. And he has perfect body language, social skills. He has the best social skills I know. If that's the case, I'm just teaching the students these habits of a natural. And you guys think I'm crazy. That's what you're investing in, because the naturals have these skills.
I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm just following algorithm that John shared with me, which is personalized, like few steps you have to follow to keep the conversation going.
He's talking about the secret social skill flow drill. It's not like the zombie flow drill of other dating coaches. They'll make a statement. You look like you're XYZ, and she gives a short answer. Oh yeah, I guess I am. And then they ask a question. You look like, are you this or are you that? And they're like, I guess so. Short answer. Another statement. You also look like, it's like a cold read. And another question. And it's hard to get a long answer. It's hard to flirt when she talks more. It's hard to flirt when she talks more.
To be flirty, and it's all like that. I'm so easy to all that. Yeah, just naturally getting laid with this cold real.
That's the thing though. I'm actually mentored by real naturals. They're not dating coaches. There are no naturals that are dating coaches. Those are zombies. Those are gamified people that are autistic and Asperger. There's no naturals. Those are fake naturals. I've never seen a natural teach Daygame because they don't think you can actually teach this for a living. They're very surprised that I can do that. They're like, really? You can make a living on what we do? It's like, yeah, I'm just taking all your fucking skills and your habits, and I'm teaching that to my students. And then all these guys who are delusional sewer rats, they're all autistic, they're all narcissistic, and they have low self-esteem. And they're like going towards the white dating coaches because they think the white dating coaches are the naturals. No, they're not. They're sociopaths. They're autistic. They're super autistic. They're not the naturals. They have nothing to do with that. And they bang like ugly women. below their looks level. They're already good-looking, tall white guy, and they get them from Tinder, and then the women's in their fucking like they're standing next to the woman, and all of a sudden they're like, "Wow, it's dating." No, it's not. It's just a bunch of women from Tinder, and that's their funnel. And most of the students are white. If they do get something, it's a 4 out of 10. They don't show it. They don't have late testimonials. The words I'm saying to you is bouncing off your brain right now. You're so delusional because of the food costs, inflation, the mental rabies I talked about in the last YouTube live. Let's continue.
So it's funny. If you want to invest coaching,
Invest.
It's the only one that I work with many coaches, and it's the only one that allowed me to a new personality, a new way of being, which is naturally attractive. It's not like some place say that it's not some stupid routine. It's not.
He's worked with lots of companies, UMP, this, that, like lots of them. They barely can get him results. And like 4 out of 10, come on now. Imagine just going after 4 out of 10. Won't you have PTSD or get rejected so much, sexualizing it in DHV store? Doesn't fucking work. Doesn't even fucking work. Comes here, his whole life is solved forever because he invested in himself, just like an ad. He put money into an ad. Oh, fuck, he's just getting laid nonstop. Unlike a white student, this guy doubled down on it. So it's like, can you join the inner circle? Gets another lay number 3. Hey, you check out mental trauma cure. Puts more money into the like an ad. Now he's getting like even higher quality. So what the fuck? He's 5 lays right now. All of the 5 lays are hotter women than what other dating coaches can get. My students can get hotter women than other students in their boot camps, hotter than other dating coaches' girlfriends. Fuck you guys for ignoring this and going to white plausibility or boot camps. As I discussed with my black student who's now a dating coach, 63 lays under my coaching. It's like we have to see something in common. They're all going towards white people. Now he wants to put a white person as the face of his company, and then he secretly teaches on the back end. That's how crazy people are. They're so delusional. They're not like the naturals. They don't realize that the naturals that mentor me, I have like over 12 naturals mentoring me with social skills, social calibrations, emotional control. Game is the last thing that they do. It's just these 3 things that make it so much easier. They need less game. People don't get it because people lost their social skills after lockdown. I'm trying to preach the truth. It's not getting through. And then for him and me last month, I say, how much money did you make last month? It's like he struggled. He went all over the place, contacting people, messaging them. And he's struggling too. It's like, what the fuck? We have late testimonials. He has it for night game. I have it for day game. Because he's my student, he can get people late online too for night game. He doesn't work for my company. He works for a bunch of white people. But he's the coach for the people. He has to split the money. That's why I'm not coaching him anymore. Because I don't want to empower white people and take people's money. Good for him. He's got a bit of my skills. 63 lays. He also has 4 girlfriends at the same time at one point, and also 4 threesomes. 63 lays under my coaching. I have to post all his video testimonials soon. There's just too many.
Excited from opposite myself. So I just go to grocery shopping and there's a right pool, and you will just go to pool, get another, go late, and then pool. So fucking easy.
So yeah, that's his testimonial. He can get laid now in 1 to 6 approaches consistently. He's always been 1 to 6. Don't you guys want speed? Boot camps are just a waste of time. Why does it have to be a boot camp? Why does it have to be a boot camp? Why not here? The second secret is that you need to invest your way out of a problem. You're like, what are you talking about? Invest your way out of a problem. How do you invest your way out of a problem, John? Well, my day game system is proven to work for the students, but why cheap out? Why cheap out? It's like having plastic surgery. Why go towards the cheapest one that will botch it for you? Maybe some people need more. I don't mean like in the black pill way. What I'm saying is that if you're going to try to do your own surgery, your day game surgery, why fuck it up? Why botch it yourself? Or why go towards a person who's going to botch it? Other boot camps and stuff. You're going to botch and fuck it up. Why not go for the white dating coaches? They'll make you go into a more expensive boot camp and they'll scam you and they'll fuck up your face, but the face is just a metaphor for your dating life or day game. The main thing to understand here is that the biggest problem is when I'm on the phone with broke people, they all want to do it themselves. The sewer rat, just like the virgin guy, he doesn't get it. He's like, oh, let me do it myself first. I'll use the Skype. He's not going to use the Skype. He's not going to use the Skype. Give a thumbs up if you guys are learning something. And also, you should train with me. From now on, I'm just going to have 2 offerings. Elite Bundle 2, but some people, they'll have more money, they're smarter. They should take 3 months of proficiency. It's going to be just 2 things. Elite Bundle 2 or 3 months of proficiency bundle. Everything else is a down sell. So on my website, it's just going to be those 2, and the other stuff are going to be behind it. Hope that makes sense. I'm going to restructure my website. Maybe I should do it right now. I should move all the other courses under 3MP or under Elite Bundle 2 as the main offering. Sometimes, right, the smartest thing, instead of adding like a bunch of mini courses or selling low ticket, like maybe selling them whatever, and they might get Elite 30. Okay, that's great, but I'd rather work with students that are high ticket. I remember Adster saying like, hey, you should work with low ticket. But if the black student was trying to work with low ticket and contacting everyone with a low ticket offer, they did not bite. That's how poor people are right now. It's a waste of time. He's probably contacted like thousands of people. They did not bite. These sewer rats. And I told him not to bother with them. Go with the people that have money. And the people that have money are not having problems. They're investing in themselves. They're not like a security of employment. They have that. They don't have like, they're not in survival mode. They're not in survival mode. I want to work with those people. Level 2 and level 3 only from now on. When the person asks me, hey, how much is Elite Access, John? Is like, oh, it's only $400. No, I don't want to work with those people. I can't help those people. I cannot help those people because they are struggling with cortisol and feeling like they're losing their delusional. I need to work with people that are willing to spend 1K minimum and people that want to take Elite Bundle 3. I mean 3 months of proficiency. I think those are what I want to focus on is less than a boot camp, less than their 5-day boot camp, and you can work with me long term. You can work with me throughout the whole year or longer. Seriously, you can stretch out your training. You have every single course online. So I'm going to change it right now for my website. So for the sales letter, okay, let's just put everything, all these other courses, these secondary courses, let's put them all under 3 months of proficiency bundle. I think that makes the most sense in the world. I know I should not be changing my website in real time in front of people, but that's maybe something I should do. See, I invested in this computer. This is a new laptop. It only cost me $1,000. It's $1,300 now on Amazon USA, but it's investment. It's worth it. Invest in yourself. Let's see here. Where the fuck is the thing? I got to change the customize menu one. Here it is. Okay, so let's change everything right now. So right now on my website, it says get training, right? And it has Elite Bundle 2, two sub menus, Elite 30 and the Elite Playbook. Does that make sense? Now I'm going to make 3 months of proficiency, right? Most popular now. How about second offer? I'll change it. Second main offer, right? 3MP bundle. Okay. I'm literally changing my marketing on the fly. I think this makes more sense. So 3 months of proficiency will be here. And rather than putting additional courses, all this stuff would be underneath. Yeah, that makes more sense. Second main offer, Elite Bundle 2, additional courses, all of this stuff will be here. So I'm going to put all the additional stuff here. Instead of additional courses, part of 3MP bundle. If you want this, it'll be a downsell. If you want pieces of it. But these are now the main offer. Now I saved it. You're like, what the fuck? You're just marketing on the spot. You're making crazy decisions on the spot, John. Yeah, of course I am. So I don't want to deal with cheap people anymore. If I'm the world's best Daygame coach, why do I not have the highest prices? It's not about the highest prices. I can only serve the people that are willing to invest in themselves. Like you just literally change your website right in real time. I changed my website in real time. The level 3 is the sheeps. They'll worship first before they'll spend money on bootcamp. They worship infields, they'll worship the coach, and then they'll spend the money. But I'd rather have level 3 people that are not sheeps, are enlightened, who are still willing to take 3 months of proficiency. I strongly believe that's the best option. And Elite Bundle 2. Those are now the main offering. Main offering 1 and 2. Everything else is just noise. If you want the other stuff, talk to me on the phone first. Then I can downsell you. If you want final prices, let me know. I want to get the sewer rats away, move the food away from them, put them in containers. That's what I did. The main thing to understand here is that the biggest problem is that when I'm on the phone with broke people, all they want to do is themselves. Like they want to fix their own surgery. They're ignoring the 20 out of 35 formula because they're delusional. They're always 9 out of 10 in looks. John, I'm 9 out of 10. So whenever I'm on the phone with them, the sewer rats, like a little rat in the big phone, hey, I don't know what the problem is, John. I'm 9 out of 10 in looks. I just need the social skills and social calibrations. That's it. So, dude, I'm having too many broke conversations with sewer rats telling me about their dreams and aspirations. I don't care. That means they have low self-esteem and high ego and doing the wrong path, sociopath, where they fail in 4 months. They can't see beyond their delusions, their sociopath opinions as facts. They'll just pay the least amount of money and botch the surgery for Daygame. They'll worship white dating coaches and won't listen to me. The secret is to never cheap out and dabble. Everyone has a different net worth and how much they make on a monthly basis. So if you cheap out, you won't emotionally invest and you won't get that leg. Invest the most you can invest, whether it's the Elite Bundle 2 or the 3 months of proficiency bundle. Whatever you can invest, you do it. That's the important thing. You'll take action. If you dabble with Elite 30, you're not going to take action. You're not going to take action. I don't want people that does the minimum. I want people that does the maximum. So everyone has a sweet spot, the emotional thermometer. So whatever the thermometer is, and I know this is going to bounce off your brain in one ear and out the other. Oh, I'm poor John. Boot camps, white dating coach. That's automatic thinking. I'm telling you, boot camps are making money hands over fist right now. Everyone's just shoving money into boot camps as their golden ticket, and they're not getting laid, and then they get burnt, or they're using alcohol maxing and heavy bedroom masculation. That's about it. It's not your golden ticket. This is your golden ticket. I cannot make this any more clear. Like literally, invest your way out of a problem. Some people can afford 3MP, others can only afford Elite Bundle 2. But don't cheap out because you won't do it. It's like ads. Bet the fucking farm. So here's another video testimonial of the Jewish student, just to prove my point. Okay, right over here. And you gotta listen to him. He invested in himself. He's a level 3 student. He's not a sewer rat. He actually bet money and he got laid right here.
Hey, I'm 42. It is March 22nd, 2024.
You see that? I had to post all this stuff in March. The reason why you did not get more late testimonials in March was because people didn't give a fuck. They were so poor. They ignored this video testimonial of him getting a girlfriend, 42. If he got a girlfriend out of it, why didn't you invest? You just look at me like I'm crazy. You just can't stop going to boot camps and sucking them off because you're lazy.
A week ago, I celebrated 1 month with my girlfriend.
Yeah, girlfriend.
I want to tell you a little bit about that. I've been working with John now for a few months. A lot of what brought me to having this beautiful, great girlfriend are things that I learned with John. I met her at dancing, but I believe the fact that I was in the game mode gave me the confidence to approach her, to be calm, to be confident.
Remember, his first lay was from Daygame. I think it was the same day lay, or maybe like a day 2. I'm not sure. I think it's the same day lay. We'll find out. But however, this one, it doesn't matter where you meet the women, you will close them because you used my skills of the naturals. Social skills, social calibrations, emotional control.
It's part of it.
Nobody teaches that.
Besides working on my posture.
Drills, again. Posture, nonverbal communication, again. Same thing. The body language of a natural.
Body language,
with John many things so that to do with it. And on our first date, a lot of the elements I learned from John came into play because I asked her afterwards all kinds of questions about how what.
So he wants to understand the female psychology. So what's the female psychology?
Her perspective, right? Which we don't usually get the woman's perspective. But now that we've been together for 2 months, officially for 1 month, so I feel, of course, very confident, very comfortable with her. And so I asked her all kinds of questions because I always like to learn, and also female perspective is always interesting for us. So first of all, she said how I dressed made a big impact, gave me a point.
Yeah, how you dress, husband material, whitewashed. I'm not dressed like that today. I'm dressed a little bit different because I want to break the pattern. Because most people just think, oh, John, black blazer, right? Let's ignore him. No, I'm wearing this a flowery pattern blazer, which looks kind of weird. But he's dressed husband material, whitewashed, and so he looks more like a white guy than Jewish. That raises his looks, that raises his money, that raises his status. Look more white. It's a fucking no-brainer. But people these days are so fucked up with the habits because they have this inflation. Because of the inflation, they're so hungry. It's affecting their emotions. It's affecting their voice. It's affecting their state of mind. So even if they try to do a body language or they try to use game tactics, 2.5 points, because they're so fucked up because of the inflation, the money is going to be leached. Yo, what's up? So the money is going to be leached right out of their pocket. So let's say, for example, even if they had game tactics, let's just say they got 2 points there. But 2.5 minus 2.5 is the emotions, because their emotions are fucked because they have mental rabies, and stuff like that. And here's the thing though, the United States is so fucked right now. They're so woke right now. The wokeism and all this bullshit and delusional people, the left, the far left, they're so delusional right now that the United States, when I typed in Google Trends about Daygame, I want to see like what's going on. Are they talking? Are they searching Daygame? No. Every other country, Pakistan, Europe, Latin America, Australia, every country in the world is searching more Daygame. The only countries that are not is Canada and United States. And that's where my business mostly comes from. Although I teach students all around the world, Asia, United States, Europe, everywhere, they come to me. So it makes more sense to be a global brand. If I can get people laid all across the world, I want to focus on more people where they're at. So I don't have to fly there for a boot camp, bencho camp, because people are throwing monies into boot camp like crazy. Like there's their golden ticket, like getting burnt. Or if they do get any results, which is very rare, they're learning how to use alcohol when they pour home and escalating super hard and not taking no for an answer. That's unacceptable. However, over here, you don't need to do that. Let's continue.
I was working with John, and I can't start my first date. Second of all, like I mentioned, posture, how I sat down, how I handled myself.
Yeah.
Also,
he's not hunching like Todd V or self-proclaimed high leg count guys, students, where they're all hunching and they're all like trying to play it cool, not trying hard, all hunching like this, like Todd V.
Social skills, flow drill, making the conversation about her, ask follow-up questions, and following the drills. The algorithm from John helped. What else? Yeah. So besides that, leave room.
Okay. So the social skill flow drill.
John's drills. The algorithm from John helped.
Yeah.
What else? Yeah. So besides that, the pull talk. In other cases, I have before, and it's worked.
So basically, what he's trying to say is that do not seed the poll. If you seed the poll, that means like, hey, you should check out my view or something. She's gonna walk in there for Daygame and walk backwards because they're not like sexualizing. You should stay the fuck away from USA or Canada. That's why I recommend stay the fuck away. Go to Europe or something, Australia or maybe Poland. Stay the fuck away from the United States and Canada. They're in a huge decline. People are quitting Daygame left and right. They're MGTOW. That's why I recommend get the fuck away from that. Go to Europe. Go to Australia. Not all of Australia is going to be easy for you. There are different areas that you should consider. Okay.
A lot of times not. All right, let's go to my place.
So that's the thing. A lot of people left. Seeding the poll, the only reason why it works for a night game is because when you're tall and white, night game is a sexualized environment. They're there to have sex, just like Tinder. So if you do like a check out my place, whatever, this and that, seeding the poll, then it's sexualized. But when you do it for Daygame, it's not sexualized. But even if you try to sexualize it for Daygame, it turns women off. That really works for short little Asians. When you try to sexualize it, it just turns her off. Her pussy gets dry. It gets super dry down there. Sand is coming out of there. So it doesn't work. When you sexualize it nonstop, you're off the line. It's like sail on the line, off the line. You're always off the line when you sexualize. That's how you flirt. You never get penalized. But I digress.
Case, I basically said, let's go for a walk. And then we got to my place.
Yeah, never have to deal with objections. Just get her the fuck in there.
Told me afterwards, I asked her recently, actually, she told me, yeah, if you would have said, let's go to my place from the beginning, I would have probably said no.
He would not have got a girlfriend if he listened to white dating coaches. And even my millionaire student, he's multi-millionaire now. He's married now. It helps. But for him, every time he tried to sexualize it at 5'8", he always gets rejected. Doesn't work for low SMV guys. Sexualizing it and trying to see the pole. It never works. He's like, I gotta see the pole. Never listen to tall white dating coaches. They're making all the money. All the money is flowing right into their pockets. And boot camps are making money. That's like the stock market. Boot camps and white dating coaches. And how many people got laid from it? From their investments. Return on investment, like zero. Okay, how about this? Show me one Daygame laid testimonial from white dating coaches in 2024. Show me one. Go ahead. You can email me one. You will never find it. But people still go to them. It's crazy. It's almost like they're scammers. They just collect the money. I have to get people laid and they ignore it. What the fuck up world we live in?
We walked. I didn't know where we were going. And when I got to your place, I understood it's your place. Inside, I was like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening. Like I'm at his place. All right, fine, let's go with it. But I said, Joe, but internally, girls have this internal dialogue. She had that and that. That is something I learned from John. Also, I did a weak ass first attempt at flirting, just for John, right? Because he was like, "You gotta flirt, you don't. Yeah, if you don't
flirt, you don't fuck, and that's the problem. If you just sexualize it, you will not fuck because they can't move their face to flirt. They cannot lower their voice and talk slower. They cannot do that properly to flirt because they're autistic. They have this Botox, and they tell themselves, "Oh yeah, I look like I'm in my early 30s." It's like, no, you don't. You look exactly like Brian Johnson, which is 40 years old. Like they look exactly like their age. He's like, "Oh yeah, but people said I'm younger looking." You're not. You look fucking Botox. I'm younger looking, than Brian Johnson. I mean, he's like, "Oh, I want to look like whatever age." You're like, yeah, whatever. At least I look that way for my age.
flirt, you don't fuck. So I was like,
if you don't flirt, you don't fuck. You never get penalized by flirting. You always get penalized by sexualizing it and seeding the pole. These are inferior strategies, inferior habits. Habits, not tactics.
I forced myself to flirt during the day, and I believe and I could feel that the energy changed, even though it wasn't something so sophisticated, complicated, but it worked because it showed intent. Because I'm very good at being pals.
Yeah, that's the thing. You'll get friend zoned. He pulled a couple times, unable to flirt. But when he took mental trauma here, he became a level 3 student. He was able to flirt, and he got him a girlfriend. If you don't flirt, you don't fuck. If you don't flirt, you don't fuck. Does that make sense? If you don't flirt, you don't fuck. And if you keep trying to sexualize it, or you creep her the fuck out, you go from platonic to sexualizing it. Oh, but that'd be everything that they say is empirically wrong. It's just you cannot get through to them. They'll be like, "Oh, I got like 1,000 something testimonials." Most of their testimonials are not even laid. It's just a positive YouTube comment. I could take these YouTube comments and put in a testimonial page, but only my testimonials are lays and polls for Daygame.
Friend zone, but in this case, it was important to show man to woman. I'm trying to think what else. There are just many things that accumulated that brought me to being with her. That these are really valuable things that I learned from John, so I'm grateful. Yeah, so I recommend working with John. He teaches a variety of little things or big things that accumulate to just making you more attractive and things that work. Working with John for me was an investment in myself.
That's the thing. Some people, when they get some results, they go back on the plate. It's like ad, right? You put the money, you try a couple ads, and one of them is getting you that lays. You double up on that. You don't use the white dating coaches ad mentality. You got to put 200 volume into it, and then, or 100, and then you got maybe one lay or something, or maybe like a date. Then you got to double the volume. No, you don't double the volume. You double on what's working. You improve the ads, the word skills, habits. You improve the writing, you improve the pictures, you improve the psychology, you improve the habits. And then one of them is going to hit really hard, home run. And then you put the money back into it. You put 1, you get 2 back. And then you put 2, you get 4 back. Yeah. Put 4, you get like 8 back. 8, 16. You just keep accumulating. So they invested in themselves. This is a level 3 student. Mental trauma cure, incidentally got him a girlfriend. He invested in himself. You guys got to start investing in yourself. That's why from now on, because he's a elite bundle 2 student, and now he has inner circle and mental trauma cure. Maybe from now on, my only 2 offers are elite bundle 2 and 3 months of proficiency bundle. I just changed it on my website. Everything else, if you don't have money and you don't want to invest in yourself, want to be like Ruben the sewer rat, right? This is Ruben. Hey guys, I'm Ruben. I'm poor as fuck. I have low energy. I just waste John's time and just tell my dreams and aspirations. Ruben, the sewer rat. Don't worry, it's not a real rat, so it's not like I'm hurting anything. But I mean, I've been bitten by an actual rat right here. You see that mark here? I tried to kill it. Apparently, it doesn't want to die. That was fucking stupid. Like I literally tried to kill it, and there's a triangle bite mark. That's why I don't like sewer rats. And I saw that the people are just like that. Level 1. Let's continue.
Money, of course, of time, of course. Well, yeah, my comfort zone is also investing emotionally.
Well, you get the point. Wait, let me just play this.
I think it's totally worth it. I believe in investing in myself, but that's how you get forward and move forward in life. And
Yes.
I would encourage you guys.
This guy bet a lot on himself. He's retired right now. He bets on himself to, lots of activities. He's always betting and betting and betting and seeing which one wins. You have the opposite mindset. You got to play to win and you'll win. If you play not to lose, you're going to lose and quit Daygame and be very depressed.
Invest in yourself and go for it. What's more important than in life, seeing yourself moving forward, becoming a better person.
You see, that's a different mindset. He's investing in himself. You guys are like the opposite. You guys are trying to save money, waste all the money on food costs, and just wasting money on boot camps and worshiping white dating coaches and getting depressed and getting delusional. He's investing. He's swinging at the plate. He's already won and he's winning again. He's going to win even more.
That would be my recommendation. Go for it, guys. Okay, I met a beautiful woman at the end.
Okay, so you see that? A different mindset. So what's number 3? The third secret is assets versus liabilities. Like, John, what's an asset? That sounds like some kind of money kind of mindset. Investments? Assets? I heard of that. People invest in assets. Like, what are you talking about? Like real estate? Are you talking about Bitcoin? Are you talking about stock market? No, it's the mentality of the investments. The mentality. If you invest this much money, like $1,000 for Elite Bundle 2, instead of doing it yourself, then you get like, would that be worth it? You get 4 lays like the white student, and you get 5 lays like the Italian student, or you get a girlfriend like a Jewish student. That's an investment. Is it worth it? Is some mental trauma here and got even higher results? To those students, they kept investing because it's working. It's like an ad. Like I said, if you're making money or you're getting that lay, like these students, they just keep investing more. Except for the white student, he will not invest more than 1,000 because in his mentality, he has a stop loss, just like stock market. He will not go past a certain point. He's not losing, he's winning, but he will never invest beyond a certain point because he emotionally cannot handle that. Level 2, that's like a horse. You can lead the horse to water, but not make it drink. But for the level 3, like this student, they'll invest more than 1,000. They'll invest 1,000 to 100,000. They'll bet the farm and win. They'll bet the farm and win. Don't you understand? It's not like the level 1 sewer rats. They always call you on the phone, say, I want to be a level 3 student. I don't have any money. I don't have a job. Why are we talking on the phone? You don't have a job. You don't have money. Why are you here? They can't answer that question, and you just wasted your whole day talking to them for hours. I don't want to convince poor people. That's why it's only Elite Bundle 2 and the 3 months of proficiency bundle from now on. So it's like ad, you got to compound and invest more. But those poor sewer rats, right? Or level 2 students, they will not invest more than 1K. In fact, I made something back. Hold on a second. Somebody's trying to call me. Okay, as I was saying, they're willing to pay 3 to 5K for a boot camp. Just like the white student, the Italian student probably paid like over fucking 20K for boot camps. A couple thousand, 3,000 to 5,000, and he's taking 4 or 5, but he's got better results here than all the other boot camps. He got no results from the other boot camps. Don't you see that's a liability? He could have just mass approach himself and get the same results, but he comes here and just getting late so often. He's not even hungry. He's too full. He's too fucking full. Unlike UMP and stuff, he's like, you can't insult UMP. You can give them more business. We all trust UMP. No, fuck you. UMP students are so shitty. They all get like 4 out of 10, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4. They're never satisfied. They're always hungry. They're like sewer rats. They never get more results than 2, 3, like 3, 3, 4, 3, 4. Maybe occasionally they get 1, 6, and then back to 4, 4, 2, 3. Ugly women that looks like men. Fat women because they sexualize it. They have medium SMV. No, don't do that. My students are getting women way above their looks level. Way above their looks level. And you're not losing 1K for, investing Elite Bundle 2. You're gaining results, knowledge, expertise, wisdom that you cannot get on your own. And here's the thing though, there's plenty of information out there, but there is no wisdom. Wisdom is like what not to do, not to use status maxing, not to use like fucking romantic flirts, not to sexualize it and try to seat the pole. That's what you should not do. That's what you should not do. You're wasting your time. What you should be doing is working on social skills, social calibrations, and emotional control so you can use less game. Don't you understand? That's 7.5 points. That's what my students do. They're getting laid nonstop with women above their looks level. This is key because you pay the person who has the most student results in 2024, I just month after month. I have more than their fucking boot camps. I have 16 times more or more than 600 times. But no, let's ignore the guy who has all the solutions without boot camp because they rather put the money thinking boot camps are faster. They have less resilience. No, you should bet like ads. You should bet on what's working right now. Invest more and compound like an ad. If it's working, invest more. Get more results because, do that. White dating coaches are a liability. And since my black student, he works for a white company, that's how he knows his information. I share with him the other information. I told him which dating coaches, like self-proclaimed high lay count guys and other people and other white dating coaches in Germany, lots of people are making like 6 figures a month. He shares with me the information. They're making like less than 5 figures now. They're making like 4 figures. No longer 10K a month for white dating coaches for no lay testimonials. They have 3 or 0. But people are going to them like crazy. They're just collecting the money. They're lazy, as my black student said. That's the truth. They're lazy and they just collect the money just by being white. That's a privilege right there. White plausibility, halo effect. Oh, he's white. He must be good. Just like black people. Oh, he is Democrat, right? I'm going to vote automatically. They have automatic thinking. Automatic thinking. So that's the thing. I know what you're thinking. You need to save money, right? Here's the tricky thing is that because you're delusional as a sewer rat due to the inflation with low self-esteem. And that's why I told the black person who's now a dating coach, don't bother with North America. They're so poor here. You should make it global. The tricky thing is that you're delusional as a sewer rat due to the inflation with low self-esteem and high ego due to the winner and loser effect. The more you win, the more risk you take. That's why you're not taking risk and betting. The loser effect, the more you lose, the more cortisol you get. So you become more delusional. Like the last video, I talk about the mental rabies of the sewer rats. Don't cancel me for doing that. It's not real rats. So that's the thing. You can't do it yourself. Invest your way out of a problem. That's why I assembled this solution for you. 20 out of 35. Remember, you could literally go all summer ignoring my video testimonials. I'm going to post a lot. But the thing is that the more I post, the more I throw them into a dumpster fire. Because the sewer rats will look at it and say, oh, I got no money. Well, then go fucking lay in a corner and die. Metaphorically speaking, of course, right? Oh, you're going to quit. My sewer rat. I'm depressed. Fuck you. But the reason why you're depressed is you're ADHD and you're delusional and you have low self-esteem and high ego because you're incompetent. Now it catches up with you. Now you got high narcissism and that's what makes you delusional. Now, Karens have high delusions because they're entitled, they're narcissistic, and that's why they demand everything, just like modern women. I'm not angry at them. I'm just telling you how the psychology works. Don't be like them. Or you get the PUAs that are delusional. They have little money. They're complete. And I gave you a course, Elite Focus, how to save money and everything. You didn't listen to it. They don't implement. Level 1 don't implement. Level 2 is the horse. I gotta get a little horse or something, like a little statue or something of a horse. And level 3 is the sheep. They'll go for boot camps. The warship and go to boot camps. Level 2 is the horses. You can lead a horse to water, but not make it drink. Yeah, I should get a horse to illustrate that. That'd be a good idea. They'll spend only $1,000, like the white student here with 4 lays. But the Jewish student spends more. And so is the Italian student. They win. And they're gonna win big. They're gonna win fucking huge. And the sewer rats are gonna lose. They're losers. And I don't mean by, investing in alcohol boot camps with romantic flirts or heavy bed emasculation. That is illegal and unethical to component to it. You can add that component to any Daygame system that they teach in the 5.6K boot camp. To any system out there. London Daygame, as long as you can pull, you can add alcohol and heavy bed emasculation to make it work. But that's brute forcing it. That's not legal. Mystery method does not work for Daygame for their Daygame courses or online coaching. It doesn't work. And you're playing like a numbers game. Using tactics and strategy does not work this year. It's a money grab. The only reason why people suck off these mystery method or systems, their boot camps, they're like, oh, I make a lot of money. It's because they're aiming for audience that's like older and stuff. Older people have more money and they're sucking off mystery method. Oh, I heard of mystery. You're wasting all your money. money. You're wasting all your money. That's stupid. You're too rigid and they're boxed in with the mystery method bullshit. That's why self-proclaimed coaches, they're always stuck with their mystery method. My older students are getting married now. The Indian students, he's going to get married. Jewish student has a girlfriend. Italian got 5 lays. All stunners. White student has 4 lays now. The Vietnamese student had a 9 out of 10 influencer Latina chick. Really pretty with makeup. Of course, the makeup could be a factor in why she's so pretty. Without makeup, she might be okay and still pretty, but with the makeup, she's really pretty. But my point is that all of this is done without romantic flirts or mystery method Asperger's tumors or boot camps or fucking boot camps. And that's all done with social skill flow drill, body language of a natural, and talking slower and taking your time. And that's the thing, it's neglected by other dating coaches, dismissing it with opinions as facts, like a bunch of delusional sociopaths who has no student results in Daygame, these mystery method victims. And that's the thing, because I'm here to unbrainwash you from the cult worshipping of the sheeps for the level 3. I think you guys are starting to understand level 1, level 2, level 3, and they start leveling up in the right categories and getting laid nonstop. And me as the world's best Daygame coach, I don't have to wear a t-shirt that says I'm the best Daygame coach in the world. Everybody fucking knows. Give a thumbs up if you guys are learning that. With the sewer rats, they see my students getting laid, and like sewer rats, they smell the food and they get hungry and they try to destroy your business. Like sewer rats, they come to your house and try to eat everything. Now I'll put rat traps everywhere and get rid of like the food from the people. That's why now I change it on my website in real time. There's only 2 offers right now: Elite Bundle 2 or 3 months of proficiency. That's it. So I advise you to train in the level you up using habits, not tactics. You get more points for social skills, social calibrations, emotional control. That's 7.5 points. So you need less game, 2.5. And the only game you need to know is maneuver, sexualizing it, and objections looping while you're flirting in between. So they're playing a huge numbers game, SMVing it. That's why most people who are tall, they might get a 4 out of 10 if lucky. A woman that's ugly, lower SMV with no results with the mystery method system. So what I've done is I've created a level, like an Elite Bundle 2 for level 2 students that gets you laid faster if you click on the link. I'll put the link somewhere in this video on the bottom. This is going to be the main offer, just these 2 now. You can get laid if you're level 2, I'm looking for older students that are 26 to 42 years old. Yes, I've gotten Gen Z laid, but I don't want to deal with poor people this year. I want people with a logical mind and logical job. The white student is a logical job person. So is a logical person, very logical, scientific, maybe bio, that kind of job. Scientist, maybe he's part of something that's really big that all of you have gone through. He's actually the one, he's a scientist for it. I won't say what his job would, because I don't want him to get in trouble. And what company he worked for was one of the biggest billion-dollar company, and he was the one that came up with it. I wouldn't want to say. That's how logical they are. I want those kind of students. Or I have a potential 3 months of proficiency student, a guy who's very smart, works in the startups. Those are the kind of students I want to train. And other people taking 3 months of proficiency, engineers, level 3 students, logical. And the Italian student with 5 lays, logical job. He does a logical job. Don't you see? They're all logical. That's what I want to train. So that's the thing. I'm not looking for people who are too emotional, losing their minds. I'm looking for more logical people who can implement, who will have a security of employment. If you can implement, I can get you laid easily. Like, it's so easy to me. I can literally get you laid when I'm half awake. If you're willing to invest in yourself, the word's investment. You don't need to be stuck with the mystery method shit. So I don't know like how long I'm going to keep this for. $997 for Elite Bundle 2. I raised the price for 3 months for Elite 30. I raised the price for Elite Playbook. And this is for level 2 students. Plus, it will get the sewer rats to fuck off. And also, I'm always here to help. And I also have 3 months of proficiency. Let me tell you about this. The people who needs it the most, the lower SMV ones, who makes more money because they're delusional. They don't realize that this is the bundle for them. They cannot handle Elite Bundle 2. It will never make sense in their minds. They need to invest and emotionally invest. So that way, when they invest, emotionally invest, and they have more training. Some people need more training. They're very fearful. The hard cases or extreme hard cases, Elite Bundle 2 is more for the guys who are level 2. Level 3 needs 3 months of proficiency bundle, not boot camps. If you want something more deluxe, like a golden ticket, then this is better than boot camps. Because if you're betting it on a white boot camp or other boot camps, why not have a course that lasts like more than a year with every single course in one? Isn't that a better investment? Because you're going to get multiple lays like my students. And a lot of guys who take 3 months of proficiency gets married or they're engaged. He's not another Indian person who took it. He found his life partner. He's engaged. He's a guy from Vancouver. So he's bringing that woman with him to Vancouver. Other Indian students who took it already got married. They're engineers. And his wife does not like me. He should not tell her about my blog, but he's married right now. He's in Toronto. I told him to move there. Don't you see a pattern here? Don't you see a pattern? So, and that's the thing about investing in yourself, because you should not beat yourself up. You need the 3 months of proficiency, but that's a solution. But anyways, that's all I want to say is that these are the main offers, and get on the phone, talk with me. And if you cannot afford it, I can always downsell you. In marketing, a downsell means like, okay, they cannot afford the higher ticket product, downsell. It makes no sense. I want to attract only high ticket kind of students. I don't want to attract a low ticket. They can't even afford Elite 30. They'll not spend more than $50 or $100. I don't even want to write them a book. And another person here that got laid and got a girlfriend here, so suggesting me, Adster, in the last YouTube live, start with low ticket, start with $7, $50, or move your way up $99. And then high end at the end, Tony Robbins stuff. But it's not working for him or his business or his students. It's not going to work for my business. That's only for essential businesses like marketing agencies. That's more for like, this is essential, guys. This is a life skill. This is a life skill. Anyways, I'm going to stop the video here. It's 1 hour. hour and 30 minutes. I'd rather spend 1 hour 30 minutes here rather than spending 10 hours editing a video for the sewer rats in the video section. So I can be here 1 hour and a half, 1 hour. Who gives a fuck? 3 hours, right? 4 times 6 hours. That 6 hours is equivalent to the same time I spend making a video for the sewer rats. They'll ignore the video testimonials. Anyways, join my coaching. I cannot express this enough. Stop going to boot camps. Stop going to white dating coaches. All the money they're making, the stock is going up. They teach boot camps, some established boot camps. Oh, the money's flowing like crazy into boot camps. They're just swimming in money right now. Or white dating coaches, even if they're making half of what they're making, what the black student told me, who's now a dating coach, they're making $5K a month. And me and the black student who can get people laid online, they just don't listen. What a fucked up world we live in. Anyways, that's what I want to say for today. I'll be here more often. Thank you for being here. Yeah, you get this 100 views, you get more videos. See you next video. We'll talk about different topics because I need to unbrainwash a lot of people right now. They're all brainwashed. If I'm not on here, they cannot ask questions. They cannot fix this. Anyways, later.